I mean, you never know. They just announced recently that they have a big announcement. I saw it trending on Twitter recently. They got a big announcement coming out July 20th where they're bringing back an old gaming franchise. Which I mean, if they get it right, which I don't think they will, I think they have a chance of actually kind of bringing them having a resurgence. I'll say.
So what game do you think it is? What you saying that?
Well, the game I hope it is, or the game I think is going to come out.
Let's do both.
Yeah.
All right. So how about we do just the first round of what the game we think it is? So because I sent you guys a text message with like some of the selections people were thinking of in terms of old franchises. For me personally, I want Fight Night to come back. Fight Night is probably one of my favorite games of all time. Not even all time, but it's just one of my favorite games in general. So like for me, it's got to be Fight Night.
I think it's gonna be the NCAA games. I think it's gonna say like the series is back, and probably have an NCAA coaching editor as well or some shit like that. You know what I mean?
That'd be so trash. A coaching
That's the
game.
That's the game that you want to come back.
Nah, that's the game I think. Did we start? I started off the wrong way, didn't I?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. What game I want it to be?
I mean, well, we might as well just stick here now. Now that you're here.
Okay. Well, I'll give my next one the next time we go around. Lau, what do you?
All right. I'm just gonna make it easy. The game that I want to come back, I agree with Spence. I would like a Fight Night. I think Fight Night, the UFC games, I'm not mad at them, but I think they need time to really fix some holes that they got in them and make them better. In the meantime, you come out with Fight Night. People's been asking for Fight Night. Fight Nights are fun games. I know they're not going to be able to get Floyd Mayweather because he probably isn't going to get the money that he believes he should get to use his likeliness in the game.
Right.
But Fight Night is the game I want. The game I think it's going to be NCAA football.
Nah, I'm with you on that. Like, I do think if Fight Night comes out, we aren't going to get certain fighters, but I do think it's going to be dope where you'll get your Keith Thurmans, you'll get your Earl Spencers, you'll get your Terrence Crawfords, your Tanks, your Devin Haney's, and then, of course, like, you know how gaming systems are today anyway, where you can update the roster, like, online. So you may end up getting, like, you might end up just getting a more updated fighter, or heck, you might end up getting a quote unquote knockoff fighter, right? Where it might be like Roy June Fever. You get what I'm saying? Some weirdness where it's like, oh, he's Floyd Mayweather in the game, but we just have to call him someone different. So
also they could even do a little crossover thing as like, hey, we're bringing Connor in the game. I mean, he did box. It would help sell the game too.
Right? Yeah. It's the truth, and I'm not even gonna hold you. I think when it comes to Fight Night, I do believe for the sport of boxing, I think it would help the sport of boxing tremendously, especially just because then it's nobody cares about fighters or anything like that. Like no one, I hate to say it, but half the world doesn't even know half the country doesn't even know who Deontay Wilder is, and he has a fight coming up in a couple weeks. So like having Fight Night with the knockout power that he has, there would be more people just rallying around, or just like, oh, I bet such and such can't beat such and such, because then you play that imaginary game of matchmaking of like with UFC when the like UFC 1 game came out, and you can actually have Anderson Silva fight John Jones, or Anderson Silva fight GSP or something like that, or whoever, right? So it's like, I think that's one of the beauties of if Fight Night comes back. But if I had to give out what I think is going to come, I do think it's going to be NCAA basketball.
Okay.
Especially now that the players get their likeness. So they'll be able to you'll probably end up having just more players. You'll probably have more players that are just like, yo, I'm willing to do this. More college games just willing to be in that NCAA path, especially basketball.
You
I'm
know-
not a fan of NBA Live coming back though.
You know what? They tried. They actually tried a couple times to bring that back, and they were not successful. But
Yeah, NBA Live used to be the game
It
before.
used to be the game. Yeah.
used to be.
Yeah, it used to be the game, and then 2K eventually just took off.
Man, the shitty part about the NCAA games coming back is EA could have been putting them out. There was nothing stopping them.
Is that what you think is coming back, Nigel?
Yes, that's what I think. Now,
Okay.
you want to hear what I want?
Yeah, because you skipped that before. Yeah,
I think a small
What?
part of me. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, just say what you want, man. Like what dream fantasy booking makes you really happy. You're gonna go out to the store and buy it.
I want to see the Def Jam games come back a little bit. I'm not. I'm not gonna lie. You know, I'll take Lil Baby and beat somebody's ass. Like it should be funny. Like I don't know.
that would be so hard.
Who would you choose, Spence? If you had EA right now, who do you want in there?
Ooh,
Low Mouse.
Nah, honestly, I want 2013 Chief Keef.
Oh shit!
Retro Chief Keef.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's funny.
retro Chief Keef. I think. Oh, that would be hard if they could get Fredo Santana.
They wouldn't do that though, man.
Hey,
That's you know.
That would
R.P.
be
Fredo.
R.P. Fredo.
His birthday just passed. He has a July 4th birthday to the listeners.
Yeah, man. Yeah, R.P. Fredo, man. R.P. Fredo.